This news update is brought to you by...
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
An upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas Lottery. 250 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to super fast broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Upgrade for Christmas.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Afternoon Update. It's Friday, January 9th, 2015. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. It's official. The National Union of Public Workers will next Tuesday stage a demonstration when Parliament convenes for the first time this year in protest of the treatment of dismissed workers of the National Conservation Commission. Acting General Secretary Rosalind Smith tells Barbados Today the action was approved at a special council meeting last night. Smith acknowledges that Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayer has invited the union to talks on Monday, and she says they will be at the table, but the match is on. Last week, the Barbados Workers Union served a notice that it would not be going the route of protest action. They have opted instead to seek redress before the Employment Rights Tribunal. Former Prime Minister Owen Arthur says the planned layoffs at the Central Bank of Barbados show it's no longer a source of economic stability. Arthur, a former Minister of Finance and Director of the bank, tells Barbados Today that the bank's proposed cuts also reflect the state of the economy. Responding to the institution's decision to restructure, he suggested that the governor cannot unilaterally change the management of the bank. He said he hopes that whatever the governor was doing was in line with the law and does not endanger the island's monetary stability. But the trained economist and former opposition leader has accused the regulatory body of printing money to finance fiscal deficits. Asked to comment on the bank's need to be refinanced, Arthur said it was not only losing money, but evidence suggests there is too much extravagant spending. The National Insurance Scheme gets a much-needed financial injection. Minister of Labour and Social Security Dr. Esther Bayer says Cabinet has accepted a recommendation by the National Insurance Board to suspend employers' contributions to the Severance Fund for 2 years and increase contributions to the Unemployment Fund. According to Dr. Bayer, $12.5 million will also be placed into the fund to ensure that all Barbadians who have contributed and qualify for unemployment benefits will be protected. She, however, made it clear that all other social security benefits, such as sickness and maternity, pensions, employment injury, and severance, as well as all investment portfolios, are sound. The reconstruction of Sam Lod's Castle will take place 2 months later than announced. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport, Senator Irene Sandiford Garner, revealed that the project will begin in August instead of June. She also confirmed that Chinese workers will make up the majority of laborers on the $200 million project set to be completed in 18 months.
The labor force will consist of 60% Chinese and 40% local, because I've been hearing and reading queries about the labor force, and the data and the agreement, is specific that Barbadians will be employed, and we have the ratio of 60-40. And I probably should preempt the question, why 60-40? It's 60-40 because we are holding them to a deadline. And 60-40 also includes resources, not only human resources, but the other resources that would be needed for the construction. And if we are holding them to that deadline, we had to be a bit more lenient in our requests for labor and resources, so that there then is no excuse as to not meeting the deadline.
Barbados' ambassador to China, Dr. Chelston Brathwaite, launches his autobiography, 10 Defining Moments. Dr. Brathwaite, who is also a Barbadian scholar, took up the diplomatic post to China last year after serving 2 terms as the first Caribbean Director General of the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture, representing 34 countries. And he had these words of advice for Barbadians and their legacy.
And so I decided in 2010 that I would write a book about my life and my journey. Started off thinking I would write something for my children and my grandchildren. But I know there are many persons who have promised to write a book, their life story. And many have gone to the great beyond and have not written. I don't want you to be in that category. Write your book when you get a chance. And I feel that we, this generation, must leave something for the next generation to read. We must leave something for them to read so that they don't spend all their time watching television or watching the soap operas.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Sports now, the first semi-final round of the National Sports Council's inter-parish road tennis competition serves off tonight at Vauxhall. Last year's losing finalists, Christchurch A's class and veterans teams, are set to face stiff resistance when they do battle in the feature match of the night. The home-sized season's veterans duo of Ian Yearwood and Glenn Harris will be looking for revenge when they take on the defending champs St. Thomas, represented by Ricky Hoyt and Anderson Smith. The Christchurch A squad of Anthony Mitchell and Marson Johnson will go up against St. John opponents Adrian Skitt and Anderson Seeley. Victor Ward will lead a Christchurch B attack, and he will be partnered with newcomer Randy Yearwood against the experienced Winston Padmore and relative unknown Frederickson Gill. The ladies are also scheduled to take the court. To news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago's Islamic Missionaries Guild condemns this week's deadly attack on the French magazine Charlie Hebdo. They say it goes against the Muslim way of life.
You know, it could be categorized as Muslims acting on their own, not not acting in accordance with the teachings of Islam. Right? Because Islam doesn't encourage. As a matter of fact, in the Quran, it states that the killing of an innocent people is like the killing of the whole of humanity.
Internationally, a gunman has seized hostages at a kosher supermarket in Paris as police in northern France cornered the two Charlie Hebdo massacre suspects. Police officials report that 2 people were confirmed dead after a gunman believed to be a killer of a policewoman in Montrouge entered the supermarket. In northeast of Paris, the magazine suspects are also holding a hostage. The Islamic militants are inside a small printing business and have reportedly said they are prepared to die. And with that, we come to an end of our afternoon update, but you can join us again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 online TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fenella Wedderburn. Have a safe and wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by
I won from me to me.
For me?
You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.